Tika, Putri, Haley, and Zach from Group 3. Today, we would like to present our assignment for Madam Nuraliana binti Abdul Aziz. The topic of our presentation is compound interest and annuity. We hope you enjoy our presentation and thank you for your attention.
Compound interest. Compound interest represents the concept of earning interest on interest. It is widely used in finance for investment and loans because it accelerates the growth of money. The more frequency the compounding, the higher the accumulated amount over time. The key formula is S equals to P 1 plus I power of N, which is S stands for compound amount, P is for initial principal, I is periodic interest rate, N is total number of compounding period.
Moving to part A, question 1, we are comparing two investment options for a principal of 18,000 ringgit over 5 years. Bank A offer 5.0% compounded monthly. Using the compound interest formula, we divide the 0.05 rate by 12 and raise the expression to the power of 60 periods. This gives a final amount of 23,100 ringgit and 46 cents. Bank B offer 5.02% compounded quarterly. We divide the 0.052 rate by 4 and raise it to the power of 20 periods. This results in 23,305 ringgit and 66 cents. For sub-question B, Bank B is a better investment option because Bank B yields a higher final return compared to Bank A.
For question A, Encik Musa invests 3,000 ringgit at an interest rate of 5.5% compound annual for 8 years. We use the formula S equal P multiplied by open bracket 1 plus I close 1 plus 1 close bracket to the power of N. So, P equals 3,000, I equals 0.055 and N equal 8 years. So, S equals 3,000 multiplied by open bracket 1.055 close bracket to the power of 8. After calculating, the final amount is 4,604 ringgit and 6 cents. Next, for question B, Encik Musa wants to have at least 6,000 ringgit after 8 years. We need to find the minimum annual interest rate required. Using the same formula, 6,000 equals 3,000 multiplied by open bracket 1 plus I close bracket to the power of 8. Then 2 equals open bracket 1 plus I close bracket to the power of 8. Next, we take the 8 roots on both sides. 1 plus I equal 2 to the power of 1 over 8. 1 plus I equal 1 power 0.905. Therefore, I equals 0.0905. So, the minimum annual interest rate required is 9.05% per year. So, that's all for me.
Next, for question 3, Bella received a maturity value of 25,000 ringgit after 7 years at 4.5% compounded semi-annually. We need to find her initial investment or principal. We rearrange the formula to solve for P by dividing the final amount by interest factor. We divide 0.045 by 2 compounding periods per year and raise it to the power of 14 total periods. Dividing 25,000 ringgit by this factor give us 18,310 ringgit and 79 cents. Therefore, Bella initial investment was 18,310 ringgit and 79 cents.
What is annuity? Annuity in business mathematics introduces the concept of regular payments made over time, such as monthly rent, loan payments, or investment. It explains how these payments grow or reduce depending on interest rate, time periods, and payment frequency. The chapter simplifies complex financial calculation, helping readers understand how to manage, plan, or calculate the value of annuity in real-life business situations.
Next, we will move on to part B, question 1. The question states that Sarah, a budding entrepreneur, decides to expand her boutique by purchasing new equipment. She makes a down payment of 12,000 ringgit while the remaining balance is financed through a bank at an interest rate of 5.4% compounded monthly for 6 years. Her monthly payment is 850 ringgit and 50 cents. For question 1A, we need to determine the original amount Sarah borrowed from the bank. First, we identify all the information given in the questions. the monthly payment R is equal to 850 ringgit and 50 cents. The interest rate is 5.4% compounded monthly. The loan period is 6 years. Next, we calculate the monthly interest rate. I equals 5.4% divided by 12. Therefore, I equals 0.45% or 0.0045. Then, we calculate the total number of monthly payments. N equals 6 multiplied by 12. Therefore, N equals 72 months. To determine the original amount borrowed, we use the present value of annuity formula, which is A equals R multiplied by open bracket 1 minus open bracket 1 plus I close bracket power negative n divided by I close bracket. Next, we substitute all the values into the formula. A equals 850.50 multiplied by open bracket 1 minus open bracket 1 plus 0.0045 close bracket power negative 72 divided by 0.0045 close bracket. After calculating, we get approximately equals 52,184 ringgit and 98 cents. Therefore, the original amount Sarah borrowed from the bank is 52,184 ringgit and 90 cents. Now, we move on to question B, which asks us to calculate the interest paid for the loan and the total cash price of the equipment. First, we calculate the total payment made to the bank. Total payment equals monthly payment multiplied by total number of payment. Total payment equals 850 ringgit and 50 cents multiplied by 72. Therefore, the total payment is 61,236 ringgit. Next, we calculate the total interest paid. The interest equals total payment minus principal loan amount. Total interest equals 61,236 ringgit minus 52,184 ringgit and 98 cents. Therefore, the total interest paid is 9,051 ringgit and 2 cents. Lastly, we calculate the total cash price of the equipment. Total cash price equals down payment plus principal's loan amount. Total cash price equals 12,000 ringgit plus 52,184 ringgit and 98 cents. Therefore, the total cash price of the equipment is 64,184 ringgit and 98 cents. In conclusion, Sarah borrowed 52,184 ringgit and 98 cents from the bank, paid 9,051 ringgit and 2 cents as interest, and the total cash price of the equipment is 64,184 ringgit and 98 cents.
Moving on to part B, question 2. Let's look at the scenario. A marketing executive named Adam purchases a premium SUV with a cash price of 200,000 ringgit. He pays a 10% down payment and finance the remaining balance through a bank at an interest rate of 4.2% compounded monthly for a tenure of 9 years. First, before we answer the sub-question, we need to find the actual loan amount. The down payment is 10% of 200,000 ringgit, which gives us 20,000 ringgit. To find the loan amount, we subtract the 20,000 ringgit down payment from the 200,000 ringgit cash price, leaving us with a total loan amount of 180,000 ringgit. Now, let's solve question A, which asks us to calculate the monthly payment Adam must pay to settle the loan. To find this, we use the present value of an annuity formula. Our loan amount is 180,000 ringgit. The periodic interest rate is calculated by dividing the annual rate of 0.042 by 12 months, which gives us 0.0035. The total number of payment over 9 years is 12 times 9, which equals 180 payments. When we substitute these values into the formula and solve for the monthly payment, we find that Adam's monthly installment is exactly 2,006 ringgit and 27 cents. Next, let's look at question B. Due to a temporary relocation, Adam failed to make the first 4 monthly payments. The question asks how much he should pay on 5th payment date to settle all outstanding areas. Since Adam missed the first 4 payments and is settling everything on 5th payment date, he needs to pay for all 5 periods at once. with interest applied to the missed payments moving forward in time. Therefore, we use the future value of an annuity formula. Using our monthly payment of 2,006 ringgit and 27 cents, a periodic interest rate of 0.0035, and a total of 5 payment periods, we calculate the future value. After calculating, we find that the total amount Adam must pay on the 5th payment date to completely clear his arrears is 10,101 ringgit and 82 cents. That concludes the solution for question 2.